everybody? It's your boy. Let me just fix this other one here. Hold on one sec, folks. We're trying something new. Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, the Versace Stunner. We're here with another great episode. Today, we're trying a new strain. What are we going to try? We went back to Garden Remedies. We went for that lime Limosa. Keep wanting to call it lime cube because they have a lime cube and it's like really potent. But okay, no, they were all out of that, so I went back. I did get some more Government Oasis, and then they got me on these new ones to try. One is Fatso. We'll be trying that one later on at another time, and it's an indica supposedly. And then we have the strain Queen Sangria times Tropicana cookies, and it is tacking out at 31.96 with THC value at 30.3. So, nice and strong. And, that's the thing that, I got away from flower for a long time because I just couldn't find strains that were hitting it for me. A lot of the strains were weak sauce, so I started going into dabs and doing the concentrates, and then I noticed a trend. Flower is making a comeback in the strong area, and we're getting strains that are higher than 30%, so it's pretty cool. As I always say, you gotta take the new pre-rolls and kind of roll them out a little bit. Because they do get really tight being machine rolled. And that's the thing with the especially the bottom, and they won't hit right. So you do gotta kind of work it a little bit, loosen everything up, and I find it gives a much better experience. But Garden Remedies has been on point, and right now, from now until 4/20, they will be having it's only $8 a pre-roll, so that's pretty cheap for a full gram. Haven't really tasted anything yet. Didn't really hit. And there we go. There we get some taste to it. Very nice. Oh yeah, getting that same Tropicana cookies kind of sour that I was hitting on yesterday. But now we got that Queen Sangria. Still a little tight under in the bottom, I can tell. So how is everybody's Thursday going anyways? Everybody having a great Thursday? What do we got? Wrestling Open tonight. Got some good stuff this weekend, I heard. I don't know, I've kind of been out the game, I won't lie, for a little bit. So I'm not really sure what shows that had taken place. I know a few of them, the major shows, but some of the stuff I've just kind of been lost in the gap. I will get back though. I will get back to it. A lot of shit been going on. And we're going to clear a lot of it up tonight. Believe it or not, we're doing a second podcast with the JWO. And it's going to be, an open table, round table, whatever you want to call it, discussion. And we're going to talk and we're going to hash things out. We're going to talk about some things that have been on people's minds and bothering everybody. And, and kind of just, keep moving forward. So a lot of the mentalness of that whole situation just wasn't good. Wasn't good at all for people's mental well being. This is, though, I have to say, very nice and tasty. It's giving me that tropicana flavoring, and then I'm tasting that sangria and I don't even know how to describe the sangria strain. But the tropicana cookies is like yesterday, that orange tang taste, very tasty. Starting to feel its effects. It's kind of like a slow burn, not as heavy hitting as the that one. Let's see if I can get it right now. Lamosa, um, but I'm definitely feeling it. Starting to feel a cerebral effect. And believe it or not, I mean, contrary to what people believe, indica strains are great for sleep and they're great for rest. Some of them, though, and a lot of them will say, well, where anxiety, you need to kind of calm down and chill. Smoke the indica, smoke the indica. Not necessarily, okay? Not necessarily, folks. Because with the indica, right, it works a lot on the body. And that's great. You got body pain, aches, sores. It does sedate you. It does make you more tired. It does make you more relaxed. But depending on the strain, if it's not a hybrid or a straight, some of it doesn't do a lot for the brain. It doesn't give a lot of psychoactive activity. A lot of that, like creativity spark or just wild thoughts that sometimes you get. A lot of people get stoned, they days off, and they're having California dreaming, and some people look for that high. That's that hazy high that kind of like washes away the anxiety, washes away the depression, kind of just makes you forget. You certainly lose a lot of that when you smoke the indica. Not all. Some of them are very heavy on the head as well. It all just depends. And when I first got into smoking cannabis for medicinal reasons, I didn't really know that. Everybody was just like indica for night, sativa for day. Then they started learning more about terpenes, and some of those indica strains might be more beneficial during the day, and some of those sativa strains might make you sleepy, and so forth, so on. I've had great success with like Ghost Train Haze and other heavy sativas in fighting anxiety, in fighting depression, in fighting social anxiety even. So it just goes to show you that everybody's kind of different in this, and you kind of just got to experiment a little bit. It's not a science. There's no science down to cannabis yet. The right personal experience in the way, and it's not for everybody either. There's people I know that the smoking it does not work whatsoever, or they get too paranoid, or they don't. It just doesn't help them, or whatever it is. That's fine too. It's not for everybody. It's not a miracle drug. What it is an alternative to other, you know, medications, other substances. Whether you're doing a recreation, for instance, and let's say you don't like to drink, but you want social aspect. You might drink a THC drink. You might smoke a joint. If that's the thing you want to do socially. So it's that other alternative that's still, now legal, but also it's safe access. You don't have to go around the corner to, the sketchy dude and buy a bag of seeds and sticks. You can go to a nice, store, air conditioned. They pull out the red carpet for you, pull out a menu that's, yay long, and just, show you all your different strains and picks of the choice. Very different times now. And I've seen people on both sides, and it's great though. It's a great alternative. Should everybody do it? No. Nobody should do everything. I mean, everything is, a personal experience or personal to them. What works for one person might not necessarily work for the next. And that's the same with the cannabis. You can only give like recommendations. I've worked at dispensaries. I've worked, with companies where I've, had to like talk to other patients and recommend strains for their ailments. And I can't say this is going to work for sure for you. What I had to say was, this has these properties that are known to do, X, Y, and Z with the inflammation and, muscles and this and that. It has been known to work on some patients, and I'll even throw in there that some patients have reported that it has no effect. So just something to be aware of. It like, especially when people are trying new stuff, if it's for a medicinal reason, I will also tell them, get something else too if you can that, is good, that that works for you, just in case. Just in case you have adverse effects, whatever, because I've had people smoke strains and just, it's been just a total disaster. I actually have a few strains on my list that I won't, I refuse to smoke just because of bad experience. A few Kushers in there, there's a few other ones in there that just I've had, and they've made everything worse. So I jot them down, and I recommend any patient also, make a notebook, jot down the strains that work, jot down the strains that don't work. This way you have a gauge of idea what you're looking for. But this sangria times the trop cookies, very nice strain. Again, Garden Remedies delivering for the price of only $8 on the medicinal side. You can't beat that. There's no tax. It's just straight 8. I mean, you really can't. I'll be interested though, like I said, I went in there. What is up, Otis? Welcome back. I showed you out on my YouTube yesterday. I did do that. And if people on YouTube are watching now, I did on the latest post the Grim Reefer's YouTube page. So if you go on there and you go to my YouTube, go on there, hit his page, and then hit subscribe. It's that easy, folks. Support stoners. Why not? And then get the best part is he's also a wrestler. So you got both. Trop Cookies is good. And now this one is Trop Cookies times a solid kosher times clean sangria. They've really upped the game here. It's another over 30 tack. With THC being over 30 as well. Dabs have ruined my tolerance of anything under 26, 27. I'm just I gotta smoke a whole eighth of it. So I try to find things that are 28, 29, and I've been really lucky now in dispensaries in Newton they're all 30, 31, 32, and that one the Lamosa was up at 38. This Fatso that the guy sold me on is 36, 33, and then their Government Oasis is another 36, 51. So everything's pretty up in that range. There. Oh yeah, you can also follow him on Instagram at smoke_the_reaper. And as I said, on the YouTube, folks, go right to my latest post, and you can just click the link and just follow it through there. Click the sub button. Show support. That's what it's all about, folks. Showing support, supporting others, supporting other creative content creators, supporting other YouTubers, Facebook people, Instagrammers. Everybody has something to share, something to sell, something to do. And what's great about it is, if you work together, you can grow your audience, you can grow your market. You'll be surprised what other people have in common when you actually engage with them. It's a great way to do it. There's also at Reaper for 2710, and that's another Instagram page, and that's a 420 friendly page. So you're gonna want to check that out as well. Like I said, always support the 420 stuff. It is an important part of this culture. It is growing, especially here in Mass. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be taking place hopefully sooner than later. They're talking dab bars opening and other great, social experiences that will get patients and rec users together so they can, enjoy and have good conversation and not be kind of stuck to here or there where they're smoking. And not so isolated, because there is bars happen, people go out, they get drunk, they drink together, they have a merry time. The same thing should happen with smokers. Uncle Snoop Blade, I'll post it on the 420s page. Oh, that sounds good. Definitely another good strain. I heard good things about we'll have to check that out. That's another thing. I love to like go on and find other smokers and see what they're smoking on, and depending on what part of the the states they're in, or even the world, they'll be smoking different strains. Or they'll get strains early, and then I'll see like 3 months or 6 months later, we will get the strains out here. So it's really kind of cool. Yes, the West Coast is way far ahead of the East on the cannabis strain. They have it, on lock. I can't disagree with that. They have everything kind of happening first. It's kind of like with the U.S., Europe hits their market hits first, then we get it. Oh, no problem, Otis. I really support. I really thank you. Checking in, supporting. Much appreciated. Thank you. And like I said, folks, again, go to that page that I posted. Check out that link. Check out the YouTube. Show support back. That's what it's all about. Did it go out? No, it did not go out yet. Still smoking. I do like these 1 gram joints compared to like I've seen some of them being sold in 2 halves, and I'm just not a fan of the 2 half-gram joints. I'm not a fan of half-gram joints. I'm not a fan of .08 joints. I think that's silly. If you're gonna do a joint, just start it off at a gram. Um, do I roll gram joints? No, not always. Sometimes it's probably like .8, but that's me, sitting there rolling, dropping it, and whatever. But when I'm going out to buy one, like buying a half-gram joint is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I don't really believe in that. I've seen some 2 packs, and I like it's too bad because some of the strains are nice, but I'll stay away from that because it is in that 2 pack of broken up half-gram joints. So I'll go like right through it. A half-gram joint sometimes looks as like big as this. Um, just to let you know. So like you get one of these and you're like, huh. A couple hits later, it's gone. It's like, wow, that was good. Now what am I gonna do? Um, the only thing I'll buy in half grams is like pens and concentrates. And I don't even like to buy concentrates anymore in half grams. Pens I do because I feel like sometimes the gram pens clog up, or I just lose interest in it halfway through, or whatever it may be. But no, but sometimes I will if I find a good strain. Like I got some Maui Wowie out of Netta, so I picked up 2 full grams pens, and that was worth it because I do like that strain. But for the most part, I try to stick to halves. But on the dabs too, it started off with half grams, and that was great. And as the tolerance went up, it's like I'm doing more than a half gram. I might as well just buy a gram. And plus, I feel like sometimes now the half grams are like shy. I've just noticed, depending on the concentrate, depending on what the style is. I've seen like I've gotten diamond half grams one time. It was just like one little diamond and some sauce around it. I'm like it's like one hit. So I don't really try to play with that. But there's like shatters and stuff that I will grab half grams of because the shatters for some reason it seems to be a good amount, and you can like take multiple hits. Get you can use it. Granted, I do dab. When I do dab, I dab more than most people probably do or should. So don't follow really me. I remember my friend one time was like doing edibles for the first or second time. I don't even know, for medical. And I was just like, they were like, so what do you do? And I was like, well, I eat the whole bottle. And it was like oil pills. I think the whole thing was like 180 milligrams. I just did the whole thing because that's what was working. So like, she followed me, and like she went to sleep in the morning. It was like a snow day. She went to sleep in like the morning and like stayed asleep until night. She was like woke up and she was like, "What the hell happened? What was that?" Like that's the power of high THC edibles and not being prepared. But yeah, like, and she went to this minute and it was like, "Don't follow him. That's high dosage." And I never really understood that until I seen other people doing edibles at like 5 milligrams and them getting just like zombie. And I'm sitting there, I'm like chewing on a 300 milligram candy bar or something. And I don't know, edibles is another thing that's just so specific to the person. It's hard to really, say, hey, this is gonna work because it doesn't. So sometimes it depends on what you eat. They don't work. Sometimes depending on the person, how they metabolize their liver, this, that, how it works. These were actually oil-based, so it went through the small intestine, so it worked a little faster and it worked a little bit more efficient than your typical edibles. But still, some people it probably doesn't work at all, and I know people that it doesn't work at all. So again, like with the edibles, it's another thing that I kind of like. I play with once in a while for fun, but it's not something that I rely on because it's not consistent. It's not going to consistently work the same. Whereas, the flower, the pen, for the most part, the effect. Same. I forgot my water. Again, the end gets dry. This one's a little dry too. But, when was it packed on? It's harvested on 10/25/22, so, okay. Not too bad. I'm really, like I said, I'm really liking Garden Remedies pre-rolls right now. I have to give it up to them. It might be the best in the state. At least these high ones. I haven't tried any of the low ones, well, except that one that I did yesterday, the Tropicana Cookies times Sour Kosher by itself. And that's just because I was looking in the wrong place. I ordered the wrong one. I thought it was the high testing one. Wasn't bad though. I smoked the whole thing. It wasn't bad. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit. I was watching these. There's like I don't know where they're coming from, but like there's ants just coming in. It's the hot weather, but like I don't know. They're just annoying. I don't like this time of year with the ants. I really don't. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely a recommended, another recommended strain, another Versace Stone, a recommended strain. I don't know how long it'll be there. I don't know if you can get there. I don't know if you're close and you're watching this. But if you are, I do recommend going into Garden Remedies within the next couple of days because they're gonna probably go fast. The high tack ones are. I noticed already the Limosas are already sold out. So you know when they sell out, it's if they don't have another batch, it might be a while till they get more, and it might not be as high testing. But they did tell me the government Oasis will always. They haven't seen anything under 30, so that's kind of cool that they've gotten that one to be consistent with its high THC values. But but yeah, definitely a fun strain. Nice sativa. If you're a sativa fan. And you can definitely definitely feel its effects now. Like as it goes and as you're smoking, and you can definitely feel the cerebral effects. It's a nice head buzz, decent body buzz too. Actually, believe it or not, like my joints don't hurt right now. But a nice like I said, cerebral head buzz going on. Not too like giggly, not too crazy, but definitely definitely something I could work with. This is something that I probably could go out with and smoke. I could go out with and chill. I definitely probably bring something like this to a wrestling show. Definitely, definitely could smoke this and feel like would I get in the ring or do something like that? No, but like go to go and watch. Definitely, it's not gonna put me to sleep. It actually gave me a little bit of the munchies, which is sometimes a good thing for me because I don't eat. Yeah, there'll be like bouts where like I get like anxiety or whatever, and I just don't have no appetite. It's gone, and it won't come back. So like when it has a good strain, that'll give me like a little bit of hunger, like and it cuts through the anxiety. I'll take it once in a while. I'm not a big fan of munchy strains. Not every strain does it, but I said sometimes I will, smoke it. This one is giving me a little bit of the hungry horrors. I will say I am gonna probably have to cook dinner soon. Found this really cool recipe actually. I don't know if anybody here is a noodle fan, but it's basically just noodles, eggs, bean sprouts, a couple types of soy sauce, oyster sauce, some green onions, and just kind of fry it up. I tried tonight. I saw it on Rails, and sometimes it's pretty cool recipes when you're like flipping through on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're at, and you'll find some pretty cool quick recipes and cool hacks. Mm. Tasty, tasty, still tasty. I still can taste the orange in that, the citrusy, very dominant in this cross. Still is that Trop cookies. I'm actually a big fan of tropicana cookie wax, or live sugar. I think it was actually. I'm not sure. Either wax or live sugar. I got it once, and like literally doing dabs was like taking sips of orange juice. It was just like pow, right? That's like boom. And it had a really nice cerebral head buzz and just really good. Um, I am a sucker for the orange strains, lemon strains, tropical strains. There's a tropical punch strain pen made by Kava. I did a review on that one, I believe, a while back. Unbelievable taste. It tastes like juice you would have like at a Disney resort, maybe like the Polynesian. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. If you can get out to Brockton, I definitely recommend that Commonwealth Care out there. We just about ended this one here, and and I said I went with more government oasis. I actually got another one of these sangrias, and then the guy got me on this one. And this is the Fatso. And it's supposed to be a really good strain. I saw it when it was like lower. It was like 22, 23. Now I'll be interested to try it after 30. Yeah, that's the end. Last hit is the harshest, man. um, but yeah, so again, Queen Sangria times Tropicana cookies times sour kosher. I definitely recommend it. Garden Remedies, go check it out if you can get over there. 2 thumbs up. Another nice strain. Maybe we'll jump on Twitch, play some video games. And YouTube is now restored, obviously. So I might throw some games on there. We've been playing Forager. It's like this Minecraft kind of like game. Really fun. Not too bad. A lot to explore. And this new Ghost Tokyo game. We played Chapter 1 last night. Cool story. Bunch of stuff going on. Plus tonight, later on JWO Roundtable. Everybody tune into that. We'll have the president himself, TJ Tucker, making some announcements, as well as myself and the vice president and others. So definitely check it all out here, the VSW podcast. I think we will do this one as well, simultaneously streamed from both, if possible. Not sure if it will be, though, because we use Facebook to communicate. If not, though, definitely 110% be on YouTube. So check it out tonight, folks. Tonight. Not going to want to miss it. Thank you, everybody. Have yourself a great day. Versace Stoner out.